From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
11 MT tight. 11, 11. Stop.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane.
There he goes, right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll run with Gibbs, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be? And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 72 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Touchdown, Bengals. Great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Here's 3rd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here we
A
go.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
11 mighty. 11,
In
11.
motion right goes Johnson.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards.
On one, ready? 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the check.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big alert. Big alert. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Fights loose. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. But right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Hooker now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Gibbs. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bengals 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Hooker on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they move this all the way down to the 9. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Hooker. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
11 MT.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuebu now.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And Burrow going to change the play.
3rd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
11. 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort,
Here we go.
but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gun. 11 mighty.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now Burrow. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Yards brings up 3rd and goal.
11.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line.
12. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Alberto from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers to the 43, 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Go, Reed, go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks
shotgun on third down.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play there, second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
33, Bengals 21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Here's 1st and
10.
Up the middle they go. Fitzgerald, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Burrow.
Caught on the slant.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. To throw, Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's across from a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next is for the Lions, 35.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, These offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, the win gets